Macro market trends, stock selection, ETFs, options, just some of the topics covered in Tactical Trading. We're going to talk about some ways now that you can profit from earnings season. The earnings season that we're coming right up against with our tactical trader, Kevin Cook. He's also our senior stock strategist here at Zacks.com. Kevin, you've got a wealth of information here for investors. We are coming up to that earnings season for second quarter, that critical time of year that investors really need to take note of. On July 1st, you wrote a simple outline about how investors can prepare for earnings season and be kind of systematic about this important time of year. So you came up with 3 steps. What are they?
Exactly. I think this happens 4 times a year. So
right.
you get 4 chances to screw it up or to do it right. And the more systematic you can be, the better off you are. So I outlined 3 steps to prepare.
Okay.
1, just make some portfolios online. If you go to Zacks.com, great. You can make them anywhere, obviously, though.
Yeah.
But make 2 portfolios. Make one of your existing holdings and one of stocks you'd like to own. And if you do that on Zacks.com, you're going to right away have very simple views of what's the report date. You need to know that, right? If you've got report dates coming up here in the next 2 weeks in July, you want to be ready to take action.
Right.
If they're not till August, set those aside for now. You can see what's the expected EPS, what are the growth estimates for the fiscal year, and you get to see the Zacks rank. And the Zacks rank is all about earnings momentum. You're also going to look at, we want to see the companies that are most likely to surprise. So step 2 here, I say consider selling weak stocks. Any stocks that are ranked 4 or 5 for a Zacks rank, they've got earnings momentum to the downside. You might want to consider selling those stocks. And then we're looking, step 3, we're looking at what are the growth projections here from analysts and what are the possible earnings surprises on the horizon.
And of those 3, it would seem that number 3 would be the most challenging for investors who have never really done this kind of analysis on their own. Any other direction you can
For sure.
give those folks?
So my 3 steps get you going,
right.
And then we've got other experts here who can help you along the way. So I'm going to, while I was busy writing my 3 steps to prepare, the other guys were hard at work too with their expertise. So right off the top, we'll start with Dirk. He's our resident quant here at Zacks, and he breaks this stuff down all the time. He's got a great article right now, Increase the Odds of a Positive Surprise. You want to own the companies that are most likely to have a positive surprise. He runs through a simple screen of how he found about 31 companies that are most likely to surprise. No guarantee there, but compared to the rest of the basket of stocks, another 4,000 stocks, he's got them. So he's looking for upward estimate revisions. He's looking for earnings momentum, and he made a list there you really want to check out. Okay. Next, we've got Kevin Matris, our screening wizard. I call him the man behind the curtain here because he can take, he can find any stock with any metric. So he's teaching us how to build a checklist for winning stocks, and he's got a whole checklist here, a screen that he went through, and it's some really good stuff. Next, we got Michael Vodicka. I titled this wrong. His article is actually What is a Real Earnings Surprise? Because there are many earnings surprises, upward and downward, but just because a company seems to beat doesn't mean the stock's going to go up.
Right.
So he outlines that, and he also mentions there's actually some academic studies about stocks that outperform the market after a positive earnings surprise. The academics call it post-earnings announcement drift. So there's some actual historical and statistical basis for this. Michael is also the editor of our Whisper Trader alert, and so he's got some more information there.
All right, so all in all, a good collection of practical earnings resources that are easily and readily accessible. Any particular order you might put them in?
If a lot of this is new to you, I'd start with Michael's article, What is a Real Earnings Surprise? And then work your way through Kevin and Dirk's articles.
Okay. Well, thank you for stopping by once again. Look forward to the next time around. You may want to check out more of Kevin's other articles that he's written on Zacks.com that deal with other interesting topics, and you can do that by going to our homepage, Zacks.com, if you're not there already, and scrolling down until you see Kevin's picture in the stock picking section on the left-hand side of the website. And the live link right next to it is the headline of his most recent article. And if you scroll down that article page, you'll get to an archive of some other recent stories he's written. With Kevin Cook, I'm Terry Ruffalo.